In a calm suburban neighborhood, there lived a man named Ethan Harper. Ethan was 35 years old. He had hair that was a bit messy, dark brown, with a few stubborn grays hinting at his busy life. He wore practical clothing, usually a blue polo shirt and khaki pants. Ethan was a graphic designer, and while he enjoyed his work, time always felt like it slipped through his fingers like sand. Every morning, Ethan woke up late. He had a habit of staying up late, binging on his favorite shows or scrolling through social media. He'd rush through his morning routine, often forgetting to eat breakfast. He would run to his car, hoping he would beat the traffic, but most times, he wouldn't. By the time he got to work, he was already flustered. At work, Ethan struggled. His desk was piled high with projects, deadlines creeping closer every day. He felt buried, like he was drowning in tasks. Ethan often thought about how much he loved designing, but time management had turned his passion into stress. It also affected his relationships. His friends complained about how he never had time to hang out. One day, while Ethan was with his friends, constantly checking his phone for emails, Sarah, one of his closest friends, called him out. "Ethan, you are always busy. You should take some time for yourself." Ethan brushed it off. "I'm busy. I have a lot on my plate," he replied, but deep down, he wondered if Sarah had a point. Days turned to weeks, and soon Ethan's stress began to take a toll on him. He found it hard to concentrate, and at home, he often forgot to pay bills or check on his family. One night, while staring at his computer screen with bloodshot eyes, Ethan was hit by a wave of frustration. He wanted a change. Something needed to give. He decided to take action but wasn't sure where to start. Ethan began experimenting with different ways to manage his time better. He tried writing things down on sticky notes, using a big calendar in his kitchen, and even downloaded a time management app. It was all a bit overwhelming at first. However, he picked a few methods that resonated with him, time blocking his day and setting clear priorities. As weeks went by, Ethan slowly changed his habits. He started to plan his day the night before, jotting down his main tasks. He prioritized it was all a bit overwhelming at first. However, he picked a few methods that resonated with him, time blocking his day and setting clear priorities. As weeks went by, Ethan slowly changed his habits. He started to plan his day the night before, jotting down his main tasks, essential for his work, but also left time for himself, like taking short walks, reading a book, or even talking to Sarah. Slowly, he reconnected with his friends and began enjoying life again. His friends began to notice the change in him. Ethan laughed more, and stress seemed to melt away. He realized that time management wasn't about squeezing in every task, it was about finding balance in life. He learned that quality time with family and friends helped him recharge and also made him more productive at work. As Ethan implemented these changes, he not only met his deadlines but even began to excel in his career. His designs were recognized for their creativity, and his boss praised his newfound productivity. With a smile on his face, Ethan understood that managing time wisely allowed him to create more freely and enjoy life. Ethan had transformed his life, learning that time management was less about scheduling every minute and more about understanding what really mattered to him. He faced the reality that his time was a limited resource, yet with his new skills, he learned to utilize it effectively. And so he found his balance, a mix of work, play, and connection. He often shared his story with others, reminding them, it's not about having time, it's about making time for what truly matters.